Orange City Council, and the Department of Recreation, we welcome you to today's ceremony. At this time, I would like to bring on our mistress and master of ceremony today, Ms. Kiana Surratt, and also Mr. Jeremiah Poole.
Good morning. For the second year in a row, Memorial Day looks a little different than in years past. In many cases, our backyard barbecues and get-togethers are replaced by video chats and other marvels of modern technology. Still, we hold on to some semblance of what life was and what we know it will return to. And the memories and emotions this day brings are always the same. For countless families across the nation, Memorial Day is a stark and often painful reminder of those who were never offered the opportunity to be honored as veterans for their service and for our country. Their sacrifice is a true expression of selfless service, on that no one would pick for themselves. Here at a time of war, served during peacetime, or never expected to wear our nation's uniform, they represented the best America has to offer.
We feel their loss around the world. Too many mothers, fathers, siblings, and children feel the immense weight of seeing an empty chair year-round for them. Memorial Day brings to the forefront what is also operating in the background. People join me in today in recognizing those who have lost a loved one while serving our country. About 2.7 million Americans have served in Iraq and Afghanistan, and over half of them deployed more than once. Those who return are now community members, neighbors, and friends. In fact, I am confident if you take the time to learn about any veteran where you live, you will be floored by the stories of their service and sacrifice, known only to those who have witnessed it firsthand. Then there are unbelievable brave accounts of heroes who can no longer speak for themselves. It is up to us to not only tell their stories, but to honor their sacrifice. Let us honor the memory of heroes no longer with us, and let us strive to live up to the example set by such selfless patriots each and every day. Thank you. We will now have the presenting of the wreath by East Orange Police Explorers. We will now have the invocation of veteran Lewis Lackland, Post 9723. Next, we will have Fabian Morris Jackson, I'm sorry.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let us pray. The Lord, God of hosts, as we gather to honor and respect to our comrades and sisters who have departed this life, it is fitting that we remember first our great nation. You have given us a rich and beautiful land of our heritage. We humbly pray that we may always keep ourselves a people constantly aware of your people, and therefore anxious to demonstrate our gratitude to see you and to do your will. We also bless our honor and productive ministry, and the people of integrity who are anxious to learn and willing to respect and honor you. ask of you, Almighty God, in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
We will now have Fabian Morris Jackson from East Orange Campus High School perform taps. We will now have the Pledge of Allegiance by the veterans and congregation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will now have the Star Spangled Banner by Kiana Surratt.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam.
We will now have the moment of reflections by veterans of Lewis Lackmore Post 9723, Ronald Brickley. Ronald Riddick.
Sad time that so many veterans that have lost their lives and given it just passed on. I'll be reading from a list of some fellow veterans. Last name first, then first name. Allen, Joseph, Alston, Rock. Moreno, George. Banks, Frank. Banks, Harold. Banks, Marjorie. Bowser, Edward. Bowser, Hamilton V. Sr. Bowser, Lucian. Branch, James. Brown, Thomas L. Bundy, Leroy. Carr, Otto. Carrington, Charles. John Chin, Christian Delbert, Clark Bradley Ellis, Clarkin Thomas Henry III, Cook Thomas H, Claiborne Angelo, Conlington Warren, Conwell Charles, Connors Peter Spencer, Corin Malcolm, Costly John Sr., Costly John Jr., Costly Sr. Stanley E., Costly Jr. Stanley E., Daly Ollie, Daly William, Everett Green, Faison Eugene, Friedman Booker, George Clarissa, G. William, Gray James, Green Senior, Theodore, Green Phillips,
Hart William, Harvest Richard, Hazel Jim, Hill Herbert, Hilliard Frederick, Hodge William, Howard Jack, Humphrey Howard, Jackson John, Jenkins John, Johnson Joe, Johnson Lewis, Johnson Orlando, Johnson Ralph Edward, Jones Arthur, Jones Ray, Key Jr. Victor, Cabello Thomas, King Robert, Lucas Walter, Lancaster Gilbert, Leon Floyd, Lindo Lucian, Lovely William, Manley John, Maddox Nelson, McCleary Edward, McDaniel Lenny, Mitchell Lewis, Mitchell Simon, Moore Arthur, Moss Charlie, Moss Raymond, Moss William, Mumford Theodore, Nicholas Robert.
Parker George, Pollard Edgar, Ray Howard, Ray Willis, Ransom Clarence, Riddick Joseph T., Reed Calvin, Riley Lucius N., Roberts Albert E., Robinson Sr. James, Rowling Jr. Odell, Roy Floyd, Scott Maurice, Shannon James, Shaw Sr. Frederick, Sherman Jim, Spotswood Donald, Stevens David A., Stokes Joseph M., Talmadge John, Turley Frank, Turner Gary, Waters Sr., Maurice B., Walker Sr., Leonard, Walton Robert L., Weaver Mary, Wilkerson Leonard, Williams Earl, Williams Edward, Williams Thomas, Wilson Clarence, White Lowell Franklin, and Yates Sr. Person. Thank you.
So is the reading of the deceased veterans from East Orange and neighboring towns. Thank you.
We will now have welcoming greetings by Mayor Ted R. Green and 4th Ward Councilwoman Tamika Garrett Ward.
Good morning, everyone. Let me welcome each and every one of you to our Memorial Day celebration. I am always so proud to be here honoring our veterans. I thank all of you each and every time we get an opportunity to meet. It's so good seeing all of you. I just want to do something a little different right quick. I'm going to ask Officer Settles to bring our ex-laws in back of us, because I want our veterans to know that just as well they had our backs to fight for this country. I want them to know that our young people got their back. So bring them in back of here, please. Right on back of the stairs. Come on, guys. Let me also take this time to just acknowledge our dignitaries that are here. I know Tamika will give the honors in terms of the council, but I want to just acknowledge our good friend who never missed our Veterans Day, never missed Memorial Day celebrations here in the city of East Orange. Our good friend who represents us each and every day at the state level, the Honorable Assemblywoman Brittany Chamberlain. So today, as we celebrate two individuals who I had an opportunity to read their bios, and they're no stranger to the city of East Orange. When I look at Mr. Garrett Sr., his son represent him so well on that fire department. When I read his bio, and we'll talk about that later, I was so amazed that even some of the things he had done even after he left the police department and doing the 9/11, I want to commend him for that. And to another gentleman who came back to pay it forward here in the city of East Orange, works now for our water department, who's doing an outstanding job. We call him Aponte. Very proud of you also as our community Grand Marshal. As you heard our young people open up for us, we're very proud of, because anytime we can get young people up on a Monday at 9 o'clock, you know we're doing something good here in the city of East Orange. But we're proud of them because we want them to know, and probably they should know, the sacrifice that these men and women have given to allow us to have the freedom that we have here in America, and not only that, right here in the city of East Orange. But I also want to say the young man who came up, Jeremiah Poe, who is understanding the importance of serving. He will be enlisting in the Army this year. Let's give him a round of applause for that, because I think that speaks volumes of... Here you go right here. All right. And I'm proud of him because he's one of my students in my karate school, along with his family, his sister, who just recently was honored and worked hard for it, his black belt in the martial arts. So give him another hand for that. Kiana, we really always thank Kiana again for always making sure that she indulges us with her presence during these moments and when we celebrate throughout the city. So just very quickly to all that's here today, to the families, to our friends, to our guests, we thank all of you. But I really want to thank our Recreation, Cultural Affairs Department, Jamal Pearson, Director Pearson, give him a round of applause for each and every year putting these programs together along with his staff. And to a gentleman who every year when we celebrate these Veterans Day and Memorial Day, I gotta just show him some love, and that's Mr. Ronald Riddick, who really I'm so proud of because he's trying to raise me here in the city of these storms. So today, I just want to do something a little different again. We quite often talk about our veterans. We quite often come together, we honor them. Today, those who are watching on Facebook, on Instagram, and we'll probably spend our day reflecting on the tremendous things they have done for all of us. I know I do. Every time when I stand here and Mr. Riddick and these gentlemen mention my grandfather's name, it gives me an opportunity to reflect and try very hard to make sure that the memories and the things that he has done for this country don't go in vain. But I want to do something different. I'm going to ask our councilwoman, I'm going to give our director, Jamal Pearson, a task, because each and every year we celebrate Black History Month. And when we celebrate Black History Month, we celebrate it in pride and dignity. And we post some of our greatest leaders and orators who have really changed this world. So our task next year in the City of East Orange is going to be, Mr. Riddick, we're going to need your help with this. I'm going to make sure that our veterans who sit behind us and those who have passed, I want to see flags all down Main Street, all down Central Avenue, with y'all pictures on it. I think they deserve it. Okay, let's give that another round of applause. And y'all heard it straight from the man. We're going to make it happen. So Mr. Riddick, you're going to have to get those pictures to us. You're going to have to make sure that these guys shave when you take the picture. You got to make sure that their shoes are shining. But however, I want to see our veterans who represents us every day, I want to see their pictures down Main Street next year. And when we have that parade, and we ride up Central Avenue, God willing, when we get back to some normalcy around here, that when we ride down Central Avenue and come down Main Street, we see these folks right here who are still living and those who have passed. So with that, thank all of you for being here today. May God continue to bless all of us. Let's continue to work together. Let's continue to make sure we stay safe. And God willing, next year we have the biggest parade that we've ever had in the City of East Orange. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the entire City Council, I welcome each and every one of you. And I thank every veteran that is out here, those who are still in active duty, and those who are also thinking of going into the armed services. Memorial Day this year, as Kiana said, is different again. Hopefully next year we will be able to parade down Central Avenue, through Evergreen, and down Main Street to honor those who have gone and gave the ultimate sacrifice of serving for this community, for our country. They went not knowing what they were getting into, and they did not return. So that is what Memorial Day is about, remembering those who served and died. The mayor did mention that Jeremiah was going into the Army. I believe he leaves June 29th. Our thoughts and our congratulations will be with you as you go and represent the country, but most importantly, you'll be representing our city of Detroit. Kiana, the city lifeguard, is going to Georgia State. Did I get that correct? She will be leaving and going to Georgia State and coming back. Once I find where Fabian is going, I go see him here now. But he's also a senior at Campus High School, and he is moving on to other opportunities as well.
Now we will have the introduction of Grand Marshals, Veteran Marshal Garrett Winsor and Community Marshal Julio Apont.
Veteran Grand Marshal, Garrett L. Wynn Sr. Garrett L. Wynn Sr. was born in Boynton, Virginia on December 18, 1947. He graduated from West End High School in Clarksville, Virginia in 1965. Garrett earned a sports scholarship to attend Virginia State College and is a member of the West End High School Alumni Association and an inductee into the West End High School Sports Hall of Fame. He postponed his education to join the United States Army in 1965, serving tours of duty in Korea, 1965 to 66, and Vietnam, 1967 to 68, earning several medals and commendations while achieving the rank of Staff Sergeant, E6, at the age of 20. He received an honorable discharge from the United States Army in 1971 and joined the New Jersey Army National Guard in 1977, attaining the rank of First SG Master Sergeant E8. Garrett was assigned to G2 Section Intelligence, 50th Armored Division, and later joined Forces Headquarters Operations Center for Domestic Emergencies and Terrorism. After September 11th of 2001, he returned to the full-time active duty, where his last assignments was for the Homeland Security Center of Excellence, where he was the Operations Sergeant, and the NCIOC for the Nuclear Power Plant Task Force, NPPTF, and the Port Authority Railroad Security, New Jersey. Garrett is a certified Army instructor and holds 5 different military occupational specialties. He retired in December 2007. Some of his federal honors include Meritorious Service Medal, Army Commendation Medal, 2 of them, Army Achievement Medal, 4, Army Expeditionary Medal, Good Conduct Medal, National Defense Medal, 2, Vietnam Service Medal, Vietnam Campaign Medal, and the Korean Service Medal, just to name a few. Upon completion of the active duty in 1968, Garrett was employed by the East Orange Post Office in the position of clerk for over 2 years. He applied for a position with East Orange Fire Department and was hired on January 29, 1971. Being one of the only 2 African Americans in the East Orange Fire Department at the time, Garrett fought discrimination by educating himself and attending Essex County College and Bloomfield College. He joined the Vulcan Pioneers of the North Fire Department and the International Association of Black Professional Firefighters, helping minorities to be hired, properly trained, and promoted. He was a charter member of both FOAM, Firemen's Organization for the Advancement of Minorities, and FLAME, Firefighters League advocating minorities equality. Garrett received an exempt fireman certificate in 1978, and in 1987, he was promoted to Assistant Communications Officer, and in 1991, Acting Communications Officer. After taking a civil service promotional exam, he was promoted in 1993 to Chief of the Fire Alarm Operations with the rank of Deputy Chief. Garrett retired from the East Orange Fire Department at the rank of Deputy Fire Chief in March 1st, 2000. An East Orange resident, Garrett is married to Sheila E. Wynn and has 2 daughters, Anne Marie and Latasha, a son, Garrett, of whom he is very proud, 8 grandchildren, and 7 great-grands. 1 is deceased. He's an avid sportsman who enjoys bowling, basketball, softball, golf, walking, and watching all sports. The City of East Orange, 2021 Memorial Day, veteran Grand Marshal presented to Garrett Wynn Sr. from Mayor Ted R. Green, Christopher D. James, City Council Chair, and the entire City Council.
We also want to present one of our East Orange veteran watchers to Mr. Garrett also.
Mr. Mayor, Ted R. Green, the East Orange City Council, the Department of Recreation and Cultural Affairs, our fellow veterans, citizens of East Orange, family, friends, visitors, good morning. All praises and honor to the Father, the Grand Architect of the universe. They said I had a couple minutes. I'm going to take as many as I need here. It is a great honor. It is with great honor and pride I stand before you today as the veteran Grand Marshal for this year's Memorial Day ceremony. Upon being selected, I was very surprised and excited. It's a great honor for veterans to be recognized for their service. I am very grateful and appreciative for the honor. However, it's not just about me. Having served in the war and being involved in our national security during wartime, I am very much aware of the sacrifices made by our brave men and women. This nation, since its birth, has been involved in 93 wars with over 1.1 million casualties. Today we honor and show expressions of gratitude and appreciation for those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. The sacrifice given to ensure the freedom and liberty we are so entitled. According to the Constitution of the United States of America, the divine laws of God. Freedom and liberty. Freedom and liberty are words that serve the soul of all mankind. The deepest desire of all humanity to be free, to think, act, and believe as our own minds and consciences dictate. Being ever mindful of the liberty of others. The American institution is one which still steadfastly holds to this belief in freedom. We are bound by our customs to be true to our government and just to our country. We are believers in the First Amendment public schools, our education, along with equal opportunity, housing, and employment, seeing them as the cradle of America's precious freedom. We espouse liberty, equality, temperance, and justice. Our hearts are committed to liberty. Our very structure, philosophically, is based on liberty. Freedom and liberty. Freedom and liberty are synonymous, but as a black veteran or an American of African descent, I'd like to add another component to the equation: equality. Equality. Equality that all men are may be accepted by others on the same level. The belief that no man simply by nationality, creed or color, religion, occupation, social or political rank is any better than another. Our equality should be based on a common bond, humanity. Dr. King emphasized that man should be judged by the content of his character, not by the color of his skin. The concepts of liberty and freedom and equality is the foundation which this nation was formed, and still rings true in the heart of every man and woman who believes in true democracy, not just for some, but for all. As veterans of color, we have had to fight battles on several fronts, both abroad and at home. We've had to fight racism, bigotry, prejudice, discrimination, and injustice, along with mankind's worst enemies, ignorance and intolerance. The struggle continues, yet we remain loyal to the concept of freedom. Our faith is firm. This nation, this will defend, always faithful, always ready. The entire armed forces, Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine, Coast Guard, National Guard, and Reserves are the best in the world, and an honorable profession for those who are career-minded. Volunteers have always been the backbone of the armed forces since 1775, and since 1970 has been an all-volunteer force, very mindful of the commitment associated with their enlistment. Our brave men and women fought and died in every corner of the known world, not only for America's freedom, but for the freedom of giving their all and making the ultimate sacrifice that others may have a better life. We have a quote in the military: all gave some gave all. They deserve your respect. While we celebrate this holiday, say a prayer for those who have gone on and for those who are still here. Remember, freedom is not free. There is a price to pay and sacrifices to be made. And leaving you, I leave you with what is called the Michael mandate. It comes from Micah 6, chapter 8, verse. He has showed you, O man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of me? To act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. God bless him to all, and may peace be with you. Thank you.
Let's give our Grand Marshal another round of applause. And let's also recognize his wonderful wife who's sitting here also. Give her a round of applause, Mrs. Garrett. And his son also, Garrett over there, Ray Garrett, also who works for our fire department. So Jamal Pearson, y'all don't have to look far next year for a guest speaker. We got Mr. Garrett, all right? So let me, so we can honor this next gentleman who really I'm very fond of, was our community Grand Marshal this year, Aponte. When I saw petty officer, I didn't know what that meant at first, Aponte, but we got it. Aponte served his country from September 2006 to May 2015. In active duty and transferred to reserve until May 2019. Aponte is a native of North Bergen, New Jersey, is a 2006 graduate of North Bergen High School, and a 15-year resident here in the city of East Orange. He enlisted in the Navy in September 2006,
and attended Recruit Training Command, Great Lake, Illinois, in September 18, 2006. He then continued as an electrician mate A school in Great Lake, Illinois. In July 2006, he reported to his first sea tour, USS George Washington, CVN 73, in Norfolk, Virginia, working for E Division in the motor rewind shop. He participated in change of home port, taking the aircraft carrier on a world tour into Yokohama, Japan. Wow. Where he achieved the Yokohama. Oh, what is it? Yuyusko, I'm sorry guys, Japan. Where he achieved the rank of 3rd class petty officer in both his warfare pins. Aponte was deployed 3 times, being a forward deployed Navy ship. In June 2011, he reported to USS Orleans Burke DDG-51 in Norfolk, Virginia, where he served as a repair parts petty officer and 2-issue petty officer Aponte. During this tour, he was deployed to the Mediterranean, and during this tour, he achieved the rank of 2nd class petty officer. In July 2012, he was selected to report to the President Retreat Camp David under President Barack Obama's administration, serving in the Readiness and Electronic Security Department as the Maintenance Division's lead electrician shortly after he was given the collateral duty of Assistant Commander, Career Counselor, and Supply Petty Officer. After finishing his active duty obligation in May 2015, Aponte transferred to the Navy Reserves, NOSC, Early, New Jersey, with Navy Cargo Team until Unit 8 during this tour. He was deployed to wait till that stops. During Aponte's tour, he was deployed to Washington Naval Shipyard Readiness Operations Center, ROC, to conduct emergency management drills. It was during this tour that he achieved the rank of 1st class petty officer and soon to be chief. Petty Officer Aponte's awards including decorations include the Presidential Service Badge, the New Jersey Distinguished Service Medal, Navy, and Marine Corps Achievement Medal. 3 awards, Navy Good Conduct Medals, 3 awards, National Defense Service Medal, and other campaign and service award. Aponte currently works for the East Orange Water Department as Acting Supervisor of Maintenance and Repair for the water treatment plant. And Aponte is studying business administration at Rutgers University. Aponte is a resident in the 4th Ward in the city of East Orange. Aponte also serves as a district leader, advocate, dedicated volunteer in this community that we call East Orange. Aponte, come on up.
the City of East Orange 2021 Memorial Day Community Grand Marshal presented to Aponte III. That's what we call him, Aponte. Mayor Ted R. Green, Chris McGee James, Councilman of the City of East Orange, and I have to mention our chairperson who really works very hard when it comes to these programs, Tamika Lloyd Garrett. Let's give her another round of applause because she really works hard when it comes to these programs, so she should be on it. And on May 31st, 2020, one city, one community, one goal progress. Thank you so much for contacting. We also have for you, man, so you can keep time if you don't work on time with this watch. So we want to present you our East Orange Veteran Watch, man. Here you go.
Good morning, East Orange. Thank you for attending. Well, it was a surprise to be honored as the Community Grand Marshal. But as we know, today's Memorial Day, and today's about our fallen brothers and sisters who have given their sacrifice for this nation. But for the community, just know that I'm feeling this role to help out, knowing that you sacrifice everything for your country. You do everything. You leave, you're not knowing if you're coming back. Coming back home, I knew it was a blessing to come back home after all those scary moments. So I'm here to serve my community, to continue what I did in the military to help my residents here in the city of East Orange. And I want to say thank you.
Jamal, moving just a little. Jamal. This is good.
Right here.
This is good.
Right here, Mayor.
Everybody, I think we're good.
Hold up, one more.
Yo.
Yeah, right. Up here in the lung. Come over here. There's,
Kiana.
Kiana, come on over here.
Smiles, everyone.
sit. Just step down. I don't want you just step down, step down, step down, step down, step down. Step down one more. Step down one more. Is that good? Sir?
Step down one more.
You got to be in high school to get in?
Hey, we're gonna ask Jimmy Smalls and his organization to come up and take a picture too. I want to also acknowledge former Councilman Jimmy Small from the 3rd Ward. Sheldon Ward also with the veteran. Come on, yeah, everybody here. Let's go. We all veterans. Let's go. The Muslim American Veterans Association. I apologize. Thank y'all for being here, man. I apologize. We may have to all get on the stairs. So, yes. And we want to recognize our deputy clerk, Dale Ford, who also.
Let's get you on camera.
All right, we're going to take this last picture, then we're going to go over to the memorial. All right? Okay, thank you, everyone. Great, where are we going now? We're going over to the more.
Yes.
One more.
We're stopping this. We're cutting the high feet.
Okay, the program is not over. We're going to ask our escorts to come back up here. It's not over. It's not over, guys. We're sorry about that. Come on, just another couple of minutes. Y'all come back up here. We're going to ask all our veterans to have a seat. Let's go, guys. We're going to finish up the show. We're going to ask our Muslim veterans to have a seat. Everybody have a seat. Just bear with us just for a few more minutes. Kiana's going to come back up. We appreciate everybody. We appreciate your patience. But more so appreciate you being with us to honor our veterans today. We're going to ask our veterans to take a seat, and we're going to continue the program. Kiana, come on up.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. I'm gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing on my I see the kids in the street, but not enough to eat. And who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They followed each other on the when you know they don't got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, then make the change. Na 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 na. I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize there are some with no home, not a nickel to loan. Could it be really me pretending that they're not alone? A willow deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart, and a washed out dream. They followed each other on the when you see, 'cause they don't got nowhere to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. You gotta get it right while you got the time, 'cause if you close your heart, then you close your mind. That man, that man, that man, that man, that man, that man, that man. Oh yeah, no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, then make the change. Na 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 na. Oh. Hey. Na 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 na.
Let's give Miss Surratt another round of applause for that beautiful rendition. She did Michael real well on that song. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Great job, Miss Surratt. Great job. Great job. So as we move to a close of today's ceremony, I want to thank once again our Honorable Mayor, the Mayor Ted R. Green, East Orange City Council, the Department of Recreation, and everyone that played a part in the coming together of this program on this year. Thank you so much to the Department of Public Works, Public Information, everyone, our Grand Marshals, congratulations to you once again. And I think it's not remiss that we should close this program and joining me in standing and giving our veterans who've gone on in military service and those who are still with us, standing ovation for the great sacrifices they made that we might have the freedom that we have in this country. We're so thankful for all that they sacrificed and all that they gave of themselves. And again, thank you so much. God bless you all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
We're going to ask our veterans to proceed to go over to the monument, and then we're going to take some pictures over there to read. Our Grand Marshal, we're going to ask you to join us over there also.
Can you bring the group over, please?